Okay, continuing in section 4.3, we're going to be talking about the area of a triangle, which uses multiplication of fractions. So if you remember, the formula for the area of a triangle is area equals 1/2 times the base times the height. Right? So if I have a triangle, and remember it's important to identify which pieces we're talking about. If I drop from one angle of the triangle to another side, and I draw a perpendicular line, this little square here means that it's perpendicular. This is the height of the triangle, and this is the base of the triangle. Okay? So now keep in mind too, if I have a triangle that looks like an obtuse triangle, right, meaning one of the angles is greater than 180 degrees, it looks like this, and sometimes you'll see it so that it drops a perpendicular outside of that triangle. This is still considered the height, and this is considered the base. And then we can actually rotate that triangle however we want to, right? So even if it looks something like this, if I actually drop that perpendicular where that little square is, this now becomes my height, and this part here is my base. Okay, so it's always important to identify what we know. So let's just do a quick example here. So let's say I would ask for the area of the following triangle. Okay, so let's take a look. Let me draw that one again. Let's do this. Draw a better looking triangle. Okay, so I'm going to drop a perpendicular, and it tells me this is 7 centimeters. This side here is 15 centimeters, and this side down here is 21 centimeters. Okay, so when your triangle is given like this, it's important to identify what parts we know, right? So we know, remember, our area for a triangle is 1/2 base times height. And I encourage you that while you're doing these problems, write that formula for yourself over and over again. So when you see it on a test, you don't even have to think twice about it. You'll remember the area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. Okay, now let's figure out what we know. Well, what's our base? Our base is 21 centimeters, and our height is 7 centimeters. Okay, so the area of my triangle is 1/2 times 21 times 7. Right, or 1/2 times, since these are all whole numbers, it's just like 21 over 1 times 7 over 1. And I can multiply straight across. So 21 times 7 gives me 147. And multiply the denominators across, and then I get 2. Right. So if I actually did the division, 147, 2 goes into 14 7 times. 0, bring down the 7, goes in 3 times, and that's 6. So it's going to be 73.5. And remember, my units for area is just the unit squared.